So I'm back at the shop about 5:30 now. Just gonna solely work on my car. I kind of play with my kids, and I'm just gonna be here for another 3-4 hours. My goal today is get the headers. Headers just showed up, something from eBay, something simple. I want to get it done before I actually drop the engine in there. A lot of prep I need to do. This was originally in the 380SX, and this thing popped out. So again, the engine had to come out in order to fix this issue, because there was no way, especially in the tight space in the back right there. So I'm just gonna replace this. Possibly just weld it and block it. Depends. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So I'll probably end up replacing it and just kind of feed these two together. This sensor was kind of messed up, so I'm gonna replace that. Spark plugs are changed. I need some bolts here and there, so I'll do that. Put the belt back on. Also, I gotta put the alternator back on here as well, so I'll do that. Then I'll have to get the 3.8 motor mount and all that. So probably I won't be able to drop the engine today, but I'll try. All right, so this is eBay Godspeed or something, tow arms, and basically that's just gonna replace one of the arms right there. So technically, that should be extended together in order to tow it out, just gonna even it out, because right now it's just like towed in big time on each side. So the car doesn't even move, and that's the point. It won't be perfect, but I'm just gonna eyeball where it's just gonna go straight. Then I'm gonna have to worry about extending this right here, the steering rack, and I don't have any spacers, so I'm gonna actually modify something. Hopefully that goes well. And that's about it. So let's just jack it up and go from there. This shouldn't happen like that. Just gonna start turning this to adjust. And once it's in, you can actually start turning it to lengthen and shorten it. So probably give it like 2 inches. Make sure everything is gonna be A-okay. Now I could actually roll the car back and forth. Earlier I couldn't even do it. So it's about straight. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm gonna actually get this corner balance and also get a proper alignment from a shop down here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set up everything straight here and just work on this side, because we have a top cutout. Now I could get angle without rubbing anything on here. Everything pretty much clears down there. Oh damn, so happy with that. That's actually not bad of angle at all for Genesis Coupe. Let me see what it looks like when I lower it, because that's just gonna change everything. Whoa, wait. Yeah, that's always gonna be breaking something, and stuff that are actually loose. So I'm gonna work on that first before I break something there. I just started working on the engine, and put this eBay manifold as well. It's not really tightened down. Also have to replace the shifter linkage, bolt everything down on the manifold. This side is actually done, but the other side is just kind of with the one nut. Those 14 mil nuts are kind of hard to find around here, so I have it. I just don't have energy to do it, so that's where I'm gonna stop right here. So made some mess, and there are like a lot of ripped engine harnesses here and there, so I had to like zip tie, kind of secure them, because all the vibration and everything will just set it off, and it could be disconnected and whatnot. So I was just trying to make sure that I don't have to touch all this parts anymore, and I don't want to have like any issues at the track. So that's exactly what I've been doing. It's been holding up. So Aaron's looking at the differences.
I know.
Yeah, that turbo just, yeah. That was a waste of time as well.
I mean, it's a display piece now.
Doesn't fit on any cars anyway.
It doesn't?
No, because that was for Sandy. Just because the reason why I didn't put up. So we got this car. Supposedly, this was going to be here yesterday first thing, but it snowed, so he couldn't make it. So. But he was running a little late today as well, so late start. Not late start, but probably more than a half day late. So either way, we're getting it done. I have another car we're doing the Tomei install. So background with this car, he blew the engine, doing some stuff or whatever, and the shop replaced it with 108,000 miles on or something. So I was just kind of, it was a little weird that they would just put a high mileage engine, but the car actually smokes like crazy. That was a big reason, but he already knew the turbo was about to go. So, anyhow. Thank you, excuse me. So, he was one of the first one to get the Tomei MX7960. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the full bolt-ons or anything, any supporting mods, but he should be able to show the gains from the stock, but I want to make sure the car's in a good condition. So the car got towed up here on the trailer, and it says upon the startup, it just smokes like crazy. It was just like clogging up the whole place. So I did the compression test already just to make sure it's not the engine. The compression was good, but for some odd reason, it would just like smoke up the whole thing, like from the manifold to everything. So couldn't really tell, but I had the Jake to take off the manifold, and all the bolts on this were pretty much loose, except for two of them, right? Yeah. They were like pretty much like head tight, and obviously these studs and nuts are like known to have issues. But because of that, it was a little bit easier till one bolt, it just got seized. And also, this is the manifold that we pulled out and already had a broken stud here. So it was actually held by just three, so one nut and two nuts and one bolt. Pretty much oil everywhere. I even took off the cold side pipe, and it's actually full of clean oil as well. So it probably got from the turbo inlet up here because it's all wet. That's why it was burning. So it pretty much got into the engine. Probably the intake manifold is full of oil as well. So basically the whole car burns oil. And as you can see, the turbo, not only it's disgustingly black. Can you shine the light on this one? Yeah, that'll do the. Yeah, that'll do it. So basically, this is not even connected to the compressor. Is it turning? Yeah, it's not even turning. See, I'm turning my hand. I'm turning it on this side. Before we do anything, probably I'm just gonna stop here and ask the customer if he wants us to clean up everything inside, because that's just gonna cost him more. Probably assemble the Tomei turbo to the manifold, but I might just fix this stud here. All right, so already halfway to install the turbo. It's pretty much ready to go back in, but as you can see, the gasket, they probably reused the whatever he had before, so it's just trash. And this is one of the main reasons why it was smoky like crazy in the engine bay, because that wasn't really sealed, and they obviously they didn't torque it down right. So this is toast, turbo's toast. So one stud was broken. Usually you have to take it to the machine shop, whatever. You could probably get away with just putting 3 on there, but yeah, I just made this little stud welded, so it's probably better than nothing. And this is really tight on there, so it's evenly sealed. And Jake is just cleaning up the manifold, so that has a good seal. Hopefully that didn't warp anything, because obviously that was leaking the whole time. So again, like whoever installed it, I don't know why they didn't even tighten it down that much. And that wasn't the cause of the main issue though. So the turbo got shot pretty much, and it was just leaking oil to the inlet and outlet and the exhaust housing, and it went all the way to the intercooler and went up to the engine. Intake manifold is probably kind of full of oil, but once Jake's done, it's ready to go back in. The one thing I noticed while installing the MX7960 turbo, they not only the turbo itself, but they did change a little bit of a component here and there. This one I already talked about, but small stuff like the seal for the return line is way better seal. It's thicker and looks a lot more stickier. So that's gonna give you a better seal, because we always see people have issues with the return line leaking, but that's really good. Also, the Beal-like compressor is, every time I look at it, just really good looking. Looks light, and supposedly that's gonna give you a lot better spool up. So looking forward to it. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good? Yeah. So yeah, the car doesn't smoke. I mean, it will smoke later when it start burning off whatever is in the exhaust. But it's not like earlier, like puffing up the whole place. Yeah, it was really bad. Puff Daddy. Oh, it just died? Checking for leaks. Maybe there's a small exhaust leak, but that's on the flex pipe, right? Yeah, that flex pipe. Whoever did the weld on that one was disgusting. No leaks on the manifold, which is really good. Very first MX7960 installed on the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Unfortunately, this car is just bone stock, but we'll have one more car coming in. BK2, and we'll be dynoing this thing, because this one was supposed to here yesterday, like I said, and we don't have time to do the dyno today. So already almost like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we'll install the other car tomorrow. Hopefully put them both on Thursday, and have another install to do on Friday. So let me see, is this a little smoke coming out from somewhere? Am I seeing something?
Yeah, I don't know if it was blind from the back or what, but...
Yeah. I mean, this is way better than earlier.
Yeah, before the pull.
Earlier, we couldn't even see it. We couldn't see anything. We're like, oh, we're gonna die.
That's crap.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just like WD and all that stuff just burning off. Yeah. But I'm just gonna send him this video. Let him know that install's done. We're gonna probably put the BK2 injectors on this and tune it. But so far, so good. Yeah, that fume looks very, very normal. That's fine. It's still like in 40s anyway, so yeah, good.